Hey you guys, how you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. As you can tell, this is Gish Gish, and that's my channel. This video isn't about anything serious. Okay, it is, but it's not. It's just a little talk, a little chat. It's not like a silly video or anything of that nature. As you can see, you notice how my hair is getting longer. Like, my hair is getting longer, and as my hair getting longer, I'm appreciating my hair more, like, just out and down. Because before, like, I don't know, it's because like my hair is like in layers, and no, I did not cut my hair a certain way for it to be in layers. It's just that it's in layers, and I'm like, ugh. But I ain't gonna lie, now that I did that, like, bleached the hair in like a blondish color, I actually like it way more, and I feel like it fits me more, suits me. So I'm not gonna lie with y'all, one of the colors I was thinking about doing, right, is to dye the back of the head. Let me show you the back of the head. Brown. To dye it brown and see how it goes, because I think it will kind of fit the blonde, and because my hair isn't actually black. I dyed some of it black, but my hair is actually a dark brown color, but it just appears black, unless it is. I don't know. I don't think so. So I know I've made some videos about me being like stressed out and things of that nature. So last week basically, on Wednesday, I was at my boyfriend's house and something happened, and I was like, I've been frustrated with my job and stuff. I even took a vacation 2 weeks ago to try to get my priorities straight, think about college and what I want to do. I applied for jobs because I can complain all day about how I want this job, but what are you doing victimizing yourself all day if you're not going to try to find another job? So I applied for a lot of jobs. I try to crochet a bit, try to relax, try to sleep, because my mental and wasn't there. Like, even now it's a little better, but like I thought today was Saturday. Today's Sunday. You know what I mean? And just trying to self-care, trying to get some things straight. But that week, it was pretty good. I got 2 interviews. One of it was a cashier in Princeton, and another one was a bakery clerk. I really want to do bakery clerk because I want to do a different position, because I'm tired of cashier. It's not for me. I like to be busy. I like to be productive. I like to be occupied. Cashier, you're only occupied and productive when it's customers coming. Otherwise than that, you just standing all day. That makes the time go by so slow. I like to be so busy that by the time I look at the clock, it's like, damn, I'm almost out of work. Like, I want to be busy. I want to do something. So for the people like who wants those jobs where they not really doing anything, that's for them. I don't like lazy stuff. I'm sorry to say that. I think that's lazy. I don't like that. I like to be busy. I like to hard work. Okay. I got 2 interviews, but the one in Princeton, it was nice. It's like a bougier, more suburban, sorry to say this to all my Caucasian folks, whiter, stop and shop, shop right shit type going on. It's called McCrafe's. It's in Princeton, so you get it. And and it pays a little bit more. It just pays $1.50 more for my job. Pays $14.50. $14.50. I know a lot of people don't tell people how much they get paid, but I don't care. It's literally $14.50. And I'm like, whatever. I don't want to do cashier. I'm not going to sit here and force myself to do a cashier. But, whatever. And then I've been thinking about college. Now, my opinion on college is, honestly, I don't think school is for me. I don't think school is for me for a reason. So now, school isn't for me. Like, as long as I can remember, I never got excited for my academic classes. But the classes that I always got excited for was like art related, especially ceramics. That was like my favorite class, favorite teacher. Loved her. She supported me, inspired me, motivated me. And art was the only thing that I felt so at home. Like I'm working, I'm doing something, I'm sketching, I'm drawing, I'm making things. With art, you could do so much with it. But like academic, like math, English stuff, they got some interesting things, but it's not for me. It's not for me. So I got a message. And I hate essays with a passion. I hate it. I hate research papers. I hate it. Those words makes me procrastinate. I hate reading those boring ass stories in English class that have nothing to do with life. That I do not care about no damn Shakespeare. I don't care about XYZ, this and variables and stuff in math. I don't care. It got nothing to do with life. Now, social studies, that's a class. History is a class that I'll say that you actually learn shit. And I'm going to give it that. Same thing for science. But some things in science, sorry. Some things for science is no for me. So for school, it's not for me. So I remember me and my boyfriend, like last week, Wednesday, we was talking about, he was like, would you ever go back to school for something that caught your interest? And I was like, yeah. I said, that's honestly what I've been wanting to talk to him about. He's like a mind reader these days. And I was like, yeah, I've been thinking about that, because I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. And it's been bothering me for months, because it's like, I want to figure out what I want to do, but it's like, I don't really know at the moment. But I feel like I'm getting closer to figuring out things. I feel like I know that maybe academic type stuff isn't, well, maybe it's not for me, but maybe it can be a change. Like maybe something might catch my interest. I know that college ain't really for me personally. It's not. Unless I find something interesting and then I'm like, I'm gonna go to college. I just want to make sure when I go to college, it's because I know what I want to do. I don't want to go to college and not know what I want to do and switch here, and waste so much money. That's not how I work. I want to go to school for something that I know and that I feel like I can deal with. Because, when you go to work, you got to think about a career that you're going to do majority of your life. I just want to make sure it's a job that I like at least. Or like of course, you're going to have your ups and downs, but still. And I just wanted to see, I'm like, so me and my boyfriend, he was talking about like trade school type things, and when we were searching it up, some of the things caught my interest because I like to do work. Now, I guess you can say, since society's rules, that I like doing stuff like work that is considered for a man more than a female in some ways, because I was thinking like construction or, like the trade school type stuff, and what I noticed when it comes to that field, you don't see a lot of females there, at least not that I know. I don't see a lot of female plumbers or female garbage women. I've never seen one in my life. I never seen a female electrician. I never seen a female tile setter. I've never seen those. So I'm like, I like doing stuff like that. Like, the shit that I like to do would be considered what a man like. And a lot of people look at me weird because it's like, you a female, what they call it? The stereotype of genders, and I forgot the word, but somebody could say it, they feel like a female got to be a nurse and she got to be a stay-at-home mom and this and that. She can be, but so can a man. And me personally, I like doing stuff that society says a man can do. I like men clothes, but I'm not, no disrespect to the LGBT, I am not gay. I guess you could kind of say I'm androgynous, but I don't really label myself that. But you could say, because I will wear a suit. I will wear niggas' clothes. I will. I like it way more than females, but I am not gay. Straight. You feel me? I'm not gay. But I love and admire men's clothes way more than I do females' clothes. You most likely gonna see me with some tomboyish type shit, because that's who I am. I will wear a suit over a dress any motherfucking day. And I never wear a suit, but that's a goal. Boom. It's a goal. But yeah, I realized that college isn't necessarily for me, at least not right now. So me and my boyfriend, we talked about trade school, and when we was talking about it, we looked some up and it caught our interest, and some of it I was considering. But that same day, later on, something happened, not between me and him, and I had to go home, and I I went home, and Thursday, it's now where I'm sleeping, it's Thursday morning, I'm trying to sleep, but I can't sleep because what happened, and I'm thinking about that situation. Then I'm like, I feel like I'm rushing, like, because I'm like, I need to make a decision with school and with college, and I felt disappointed, and because some of the applications that I applied to for certain jobs, I got rejected, and it was like, oh, you don't meet our requirements. And I understand that in life we're going to get rejected, but it's like I really wanted to leave this job and try to find a better job for myself, because the job that I'm working in is stressful and it's exhausting and draining. And I haven't got an email back for the jobs I got an interview, and so I just got so disappointed, and I just couldn't control myself. So I had an emotional breakdown Thursday, and I just couldn't sleep. I was shaking. I felt like I had to throw up, and I couldn't speak. I was sleeping. Nobody was there when it was going on, and then after a while I calmed down and, went back to sleep. But when I woke up, I was still fatigued and a little weak and a little drained, but it was better than that breakdown. And so when that happened, the emotional breakdown, when it happened in that morning, I told my boyfriend about it. So when it was like 4 or 5 p.m., he texted me, was making sure if I was okay, and asked me if I wanted to spend the rest of the day with him, because I can tell he was concerned and wanted me to be near so he can watch and keep surveillance on me. Not like that, but to make sure that I'm okay and try to cheer me up, which he did. So, Friday morning, I was thinking about school, and I was like, maybe college isn't for me, but I started thinking about that conversation I had with my boyfriend about school, like the trade school and stuff like that. And so something told me, I typed in, is it okay if you don't know what you want to do for college? Is it normal? And the thing is, for the past couple of months or the past year, I keep on researching that one question, because it's like, no matter how many times I read it, it's like I can't find the answer within myself. Like, I know it's okay, I know it's normal, but it's like I just keep on, for some reason, going back to that question. And, when I typed it in, I get the same answer, and it's like I'm going insane. Like, I'm going a whole fucking full circle just to get the same answer. Like, I need to relax. And so I did some career tests and career quizzes, and it was this one that I did. It was a weird one. Like, it wasn't really asking about school or anything. It was talking about like these alien. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know how I'm going to explain it. I really don't care. And it was like, the results I got was that I was artistic, realistic, and something. I think I still have it on my phone. And, they gave certain options of careers, and I was reading into it, and something told me, and then I clicked off my phone and tried to go back to sleep, but I was like, no, more, and then I turned on my phone, and I was like, I was thinking about that conversation that I had with my boyfriend, and I was looking up trade schools again. I was looking up construction work. Like, I was like, what is construction? Because I like to build. I like to, I'm artsy. Ever since I was a kid, I was trying to make stuff out of paper and stuff. And there was a point in time in middle school when I thought about being a construction worker or something, So I typed up what is construction, and I found this website that's talk about there's different type of construction. You got construction workers, you got tile setter, you got a ceramic setter. I was also searching up landscaping, because I remember me and my boyfriend, he came to me with Michael's, and we saw landscapers, and he said, oh, landscapers. And I said, what is that? And he was like, oh, it's a job. I was looking at that, and it caught my interest when I was searching up the different type of construction. And I was thinking of a tile setter. I said, that looks interesting. I'm not done. I'm going to do. And so I saved a link on my phone to do some research on it, because I want to see if that's something I want to pursue. But that's just an option. I'm going to search up other types of construction or other types of, trade school type of things. They got physical therapy. I don't know if I'm the type for that. I'm skinny, My loctician, if she's watching this, she told me about graphic designing because, you know, I'm artistic. But, and the thing is, in middle school, I have thought about graphic design, but I do feel like there's a drift for me with art these days. I feel like I don't have the same creative, artistic, like, drawing ways anymore. And I feel like I lost it, but I feel like I'm like searching for something to kind of bring me back. But at the same time, my creative, artistic ways is in a different way now, I guess you could say. It's like I want to explore my art because all my life, all I did was draw. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, there was a point in time when I used to make origami, make things out of paper, make things out of hair clips and stuff. But then I stopped. And there were a time when I tried to do knitting, but then I ran out of it and I just stopped. And I've been drawing my whole life. And it's like, I guess I'm like, I outgrew drawing, and it's like I don't really have too much of an interest to draw. I want to explore my artistic ways. I could finally make stuff because all my life I did wanted to make my own clothes instead of buying it. When I was a kid, I said I can make my own sweaters, make my own blankets, this, that. So that's what I'm trying to do now. Yes, it's draining sometimes, but I have to keep on going. And I'm like, I can crochet now. I'm like, I can make my own sweaters. I can make my own vest. I can make my own coat. I can make my own this, you know. I would love to learn how to sew. I would love to learn how to do hair. This with art is so much things you can do with it that catches my interest. So I want to do something. Something said, Stephanie, do something artsy. Do something that's you, that makes you comfortable, that's your passion, that you can explore. With art, you can explore so many things. So I'm like, it would be cool to make shoes, you know, it would be cool to make this, to make your own clothes, make your own brand. So I feel like I'm getting closer to kind of knowing what I want to do. I may not know exactly what it is yet, but I do feel like I'm getting closer, and I do feel more confident about it, as you can say. Another thing is, although I'm kind of, you know, not stressed out, but I was kind of down in the dumps about finding new jobs. I emailed a certain job that I really want because I do want to explore bakery. I want to do something different. I want to learn something. I like to challenge myself. I do feel like one of my issues is I always feel like there's a space to improve all the time. I always want to improve. That I don't sit there and think about what is the things that I accomplished. Like, at least I'm trying, you know, instead of feeling doubtful that I can't do it, that I'm not getting closer. But it kind of hurts when it feels stagnant. I hate being stagnant because it's like, it makes me feel like I have no purpose. And it's like, what am I doing in my life? Another goal that made me stressed out, that I had emotional breakdown, is finances. I want to be financially stable. I'm not saying I want to be rich, but I want to be stable. Like, I want to be able to save money and, you know, be able that when I get older that I can pay my bills, but I can save. But it's so hard these days, and inflation. But I do feel like maybe at the same time I'm not doing the best job financially in ways, and other things have blocked my way of being a little bit financially stable. So I'm working on it. I'm trying to think of methods, because the other methods I had wasn't good enough, but at least I tried. You know, another thing that bothers me is like, I am too much future oriented. Like, I keep on thinking future, and it's like, you just I still need to learn to stop doing that too much and just be grateful for the present. And that's a goal that I've been trying to do since May, and try to be extra grateful for things. But it'd be hard when life throws you all these challenges and discomforts and distress. But I will continue to do that anyway. So, you know, it's just that when I always told myself, you know, what you see from your parents, you see them struggling and things. It's just like, I want the goal of when I get older that I am financially stable, that at least, I know I'm going to have struggles, I know I'm going to have ups and downs, but it's like, when I have kids, I want to be able to have money saved somewhat. So when I have kids, in case of emergency and I don't have the check-in time, I can pay my bills, I can do this and do that. I don't want to have kids right now, obviously, because I'm 20. But even on older, I want to have kids when I'm somewhat, at least, I said somewhat, financially stable before I have kids. Because, you know, you got to think of maternity leave. Kids are expensive. I want to make sure that I can afford a place when I get older, like an apartment, a nice one. I'm not saying the best one. I want to be able I can afford. I like my car. This is my first car, so until that bitch is fucking fucked up, bitch, I ain't getting me another car. But let's say I need to get another car. I want to be able to finance a car that I can afford. I'm not getting a place that I can't afford. I'm not getting a car that's too expensive, and I'm not having kids. If I'm not financially there, how am I going to be able to take care of all that if I can't take care of myself? You know, that's something I feel a lot of people our age don't think about. I'm not doing this YouTube money because I want money so I can get clothes and stuff. I'm also doing it because I like doing YouTube. It helps my artistic ways, but and you know, I feel like it's a job that when I do get up there, it's good for me. But at the same time, I'm able to pay my bills. I can help my mom, my brothers, myself. You know, hopefully that God blesses me, that me and my boyfriend will still be there together by that time. Because let's be realistic, I'm not going to live in no fantasy. You never know what you're getting. So I just want to make sure that all that is good, you know. I'm also doing YouTube so that I can afford the place that I deserve and I want, you know, but not somewhere, so I'm not getting a mansion now. I'm not doing that, you know. So I feel like I'm getting closer. I do feel like I'm getting closer. We may not be there yet, but we're getting there. And I'm proud of myself for that. And I feel like God got good plans for me. Just got to be really patient, the right support system, keep on working. So, you know, I'm going to keep on working this fuck ass job until I find a better one. Because I'm not going to quit and sit home and not do shit and complain all day. Let me be grateful enough that at least I have a job. It might be shitty, but at least I have one. So I'm going to just keep on working. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again for the people who subscribe to me. I really like it if I can get 60 to 70 subscribers at the moment. That's the goal. I know this video wasn't funny or goofy. Sorry, my quality isn't the best, but we will get there. We just gotta work our way up. So just keep on watching my channel and exploring me. Also, because of my boyfriend, you know, he also supports and motivates me. That, you know, that last video I did with my best friend George, like, some of the things I did in there, I ain't never did before. So, or I stopped doing, but he motivates me to do better. Even because of him and because of the goals that I want to achieve. Right now, I was crocheting, but I said, let me do a quick YouTube video first, then crochet. I'm trying to get the stuff I want to do in order. So, right after I'm done doing this, upload this and put this straight on my YouTube channel, then I'm going to crochet. So, I really appreciate it if you subscribe and things, because it's not easy for me to do all this with working and stuff because I had an early shift. But let me start complaining. All right, thank you guys.